Ladies, gentlemen, gentle people, gentle gender fluids, gentle undecideds, whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever you are, welcome to episode 25 of Apologies Up Front. I'm your host. For legal reasons, you'll have to continue calling me Kigo. And as we've got a quarter of a century in, 25 episodes, we really don't know any better. But I hope you're well. I hope all is well. I hope all is doing what it's supposed to do. Make your as an old Irish saying, make your penis always point to the sky, and your vagina always be a welcoming bosom. I think it was Yeats said that. I certainly wrote that in the leaving cert, and that is why I failed. But yes, I hope you're well. I'm trying to think. I'm in the car now on the way out to training. Um, I have a couple of confessions here that have been sent in that I haven't opened, and I want to open while talking to you. I would feel dirty if I opened it without your ears taking all of this information in. But yeah, I'm trying to think what's been going on. It's been like the world keeps going mad, doesn't it? I just, I, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into a serious conversation now or if I just want to save it for episode 26. I'm just waiting to get on the motorway here, just in case I get caught looking at my phone. But yeah, in terms of gigs, did a few gigs. Where? Right now, I don't remember. I'm headed to Dundalk on Friday coming. On Friday coming, not Friday coming. That's not a weird Tourette's thing I have. I don't do that every time I am arriving at a destination. That would be weird. Coming. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just driving. Um, Actually, that's a weird thing that's come up on the algorithms. Not coming or anything like that. What do we call it? On YouTube recommends, or on Reels and Instagram, when you get bored, you just start scrolling through. There's a lot of these, and they're great videos, but there's a lot of these kind of videos of people with Tourette's. They have their own channel and all that sort of stuff, and they're talking to people about the different tics they have. And for some reason, this is popping up on my kind of recommends or whatever. Whatever's happening with the algorithm, Tourette's is coming up a huge amount, and I've just said it twice in the space of about 2 seconds there, so that might be the reason why. I don't know. I don't know why. It's very weird. Fair play to people with Tourette's. I don't know how to do it. Um, but sure, look, hopefully they're making a bit of money off YouTube or whatever it is they do. I wasn't really planning on talking to you about that, but that just kind of. Do you ever wonder about yourself when the kind of recommends come up? Because sometimes you can explain them, like sometimes it's just all twerking videos, and you go, "That's fine. That matches my personality, matches my personality and my Google search history." So you kind of go, right, 1 and 1 is 2. But then, there's someone here beside me from the Hells Angels Ireland Motorcycle Club. They're not quite as intimidating as their American counterparts, but yeah, cool bike. Actually, when I was away, we went to see cousins of mine in Holland, and they have this massive piece of land, and they have like mopeds and stuff. I said, "Here, can I have a go at that moped? Give us a shot at a moped." I haven't been on a moped in a long time. Now, I'd had a few beers, and speaking of kind of stupid videos online, those fail videos where people are on mopeds, and they kind of, some of them sorry, I don't, I don't know if you can hear that. I have my GPS set to a woman's voice because I kind of need a woman to tell me what to do to get me going. You know what I mean? You know yourselves. But as I was saying, mopeds, right? You know the way sometimes when you pull the accelerator, sometimes it takes a second, and those are the videos you see where people go, "Oh, geez, nothing's happening," so I'll pull it even further, and then it all kicks off, and they go flying. That nearly happened to me. It's been so long since I've been on a moped. Geez, she won't shut up. Um, it'd been so long since I've been on one. I pulled it, and then it kind of took a second. I pulled it again, and all of a sudden, I could feel it all coming out from underneath me, and I nearly drove into a tree and a lake. That's how spectacular it was. Didn't happen. Of course, if it had happened, I would have recorded it and sent it to you. I don't know why I'm telling you that. We're nearly on the motorway for me to open up the confessions. Now, some of them might be a bit weird because, let's face it, there's a lot of weirdos out there. Coming, no, no, that's not it. Sorry, I'm gonna be making myself laugh here. I don't know about everybody else. Sorry, there's a car here. Typical Volkswagen Golf drivers. All right, Pedal, take it easy. Oh, I'm drinking a pre-workout drink, flavored tropical. It doesn't say what fruit it is. It's just tropical. And when I was looking at the label, because it was like a free sample, I was kind of going, all right, she's still talking. I don't know if you can hear that. But it's like tropical. Like, that's not even a flavor. That's like a climate. But it does taste tropical. Mm. Anyway. Oh, go on, Patrick. You know I can't go without you telling me what to do. Anyway, what were we talking about? I can't remember now. All right, darling. Um, coming. No. Uh, Jesus, my mind's gone. Actually, do you know what? Something I realized the other day. I was just kind of, I don't know, maybe I was looking at a yearbook or something like that. We're organizing a friend stag and we've known each other for 100 years. So we're kind of looking at pictures all the way through. And he kind of remembers things that happen as you grow up. And you kind of realize that boys in general grow up addicted to one of two things as they go through school. It's either smoking or masturbation, smoking or wanking. That's pretty much the fork in the road that we go through. Some deviants do both. I was not a deviant. I was not one of those things. But I was easily confused and continue to be easily confused because they're both very, very similar. Smoking and wanking. I know. I can hear you thinking, Kigo, what are you saying here? Now, they're not at all alike. Let me just talk this theory through. Smoking and wanking are very, very similar. You wouldn't want me to do either of them while sitting on your knee. Number one, you're not allowed to do it in the cinema. Number two, and number three, and finally, every single fella has gotten in trouble for doing it down the back of a bus. That's what it's like. Don't give us too much credit, ladies. And yeah, actually, that's another funny thing. Jeannie Mac, another tangent before we get into confessions. There's a new kind of thing happening online, right? Where it's like, look, fellas are simple. We're not stupid. We're simple. Like we're mono. We don't have mono. We are mono. As in, we enjoy one thing at a time. You know what I mean? I'm only thinking about talking to you now. But if I was a woman, I'd be thinking about 24 different things at once, and it's kind of like a very sexy ADHD thing. You know what I mean? Whereas fellas don't have that. The end of my joke. I'm a missionary boy in a reverse cowgirl world. That's basically what that is. Just it's more riding in the joke than what I'm talking to you about. Um, did someone hit me in the head today? Because I have forgotten what I was talking to you about. We're simple. Sorry, yeah, this thing online. Sorry, guys. Thing online where there's fellas and there's women. You know, these kind of weird round table things where it's all set up. You've got like a really conservative fella, intelligent fella on one side, and you've got like six women from OnlyFans. Not that OnlyFans women are not. They're of course intelligent and listen, they're making money. Fair play to you, Pedal. It's easy money because of how simple we are. But it's kind of these kind of setup situations. And so there was a guy that got up his own arse, like, lovely, well quiffed looking guy, you know, held on to his virginity until marriage, which is easy when you're attractive. When you know you could have lost it at any point, that's fine. I couldn't give mine away for free. Like, no one would take it anywhere. Not for a walk, not anywhere. Whereas all these fellas are like, I held on until I was married. It's like, yeah, because you knew if you changed your mind at any moment, you'd be beating them off both hands. Sorry, that was a bit of a. But yes, this movement. I think a lot of fellas are. Um, Millennials, I don't know, but they're wimps, and I don't mean wimp. Oh, all right. Oh, I don't mean wimps as in you gotta blah, 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 agitate all that sort of shit. I don't mean wimps like that. That's another form of being a pussy. But when you hide behind possessions, you're actually not worth much. But anyway, I'm not saying that because I'm driving a Nissan Note. What the hell is wrong with me, guys? Maybe I'm the one with ADHD, ESPN, or whatever it's called. Anyway, there's a lot of these kind of weak fellas who are kind of going, you know, we're being marginalized. There are women comics who are getting picked ahead of us. There are trans comics getting picked ahead of us. There's the white male is being undermined and crushed. It's like, no, no, no. In terms of comedy, if you're giving out about that, I would suggest that like that kind of favoritism thing is maybe about 2-3%. Let's say 5%. The rest of it is they tell better jokes. It's very, very simple. And it's also lazy bookers some of the time as well. But in terms of comedy, the vast majority of people who are doing paid gigs are better than the people who are not doing paid gigs. 95% of them are. No, 5% not. But that's kind of the thing you hear as a straight white male in comedy. So maligned, so undermined. Uh, if you hear that from people, just because they're not very good, and that applies to kind of banking, acting, OnlyFans, all that sort of shit. I've said OnlyFans twice now. I don't know what I'm trying to tell you guys. Just that my OnlyFans is going live on Monday. Uh, awkwarddaddy.com is the web address. Now, if that is a web address, it's purely coincidental. If you want to leave your payment details there, that's fine. Just in case. Oh, that does taste tropical. But yeah, sorry, this thing online, like it's kind of people feel that they're losing something. Excuse me. White fellas aren't losing anything. Fellas, as a group, we're probably only losing about 5%. And if we were 55% up, then we're kind of nearly getting to level now. That's pretty much it. Um, Tell better jokes. But what was I going to say to you? I'm going to go straight to confessions because as you can tell, I don't know what's in this bloody tropical drink I'm drinking, but it might be fucking LSD. LSD me baby. Uh, so yes, OnlyFans, awkward daddy. Um, Now I got how many of these? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. I'm not going to do 21. I'm just going to bash through a few of these. All right. So the first one. These are my confessions. Just when I said all I can say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way. Usher, Mallow, Cork, big fan. I don't know what that means, so I'm going to move on. Uh, I know you had a crush on me. Someone keeps sending this. Listen, I didn't. Uh, I I apologize if I hurt your feelings, but no, I've never crushed on anyone. I am not an American teenager. I clap when the plane lands. You are scum of the earth. I feel I speak for everyone. If you clap on the plane and lands, you deserve the clap. I wish I had your life. No, you've misspelled life there. Um, I wish I had your life twice. I peed myself at the movies. Right, so let's get into this now. Let me take a taste of my tropical drink. I'm going to pee myself in a second. So this is peed myself at the movies. So is it once? Is it more than once? Is it a medical condition? What type of film was it? Because films are getting longer and longer now. Like if I watched what's the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or The Irishman in the cinema, I would have pissed myself too. Because they're about 4 hours long. Nothing in the cinema or no film needs to be 4 hours long. Length, And this is one for the ladies. Length doesn't mean it's going to be good. Once again, we go back to penises. Right. I can only pee outside. Outside of what? See what I mean? Like, I know that there's only a certain amount of. I really hope you can hear her talking to me. I can only pee outside. Pee outside of what? I know there's only a certain letter count on these things, but I need more detail. That's pretty much it. I clap on the plain lands. You've sent that twice. You're fucking. I only ever drink milk. Milk from what? Milk from a carton? Milk from a human boob? Milk from the family pet? Actually reminds me of the best bit of any film I've ever seen in Kingpin, when Woody Harrelson goes back to the Amish fella's house and he wakes up early and he walks up to the kitchen with two big buckets of milk and to make friends with him. He goes up to the head of the house and he goes, um, "I took the liberty of milking your cow." And the guy, the head of the household, goes, "But we don't have any cows." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious every time." Two fucking buckets full. Anyway, tell you what, this tropical has a fairly hefty hint of LSD in it, as I said earlier. Oh my god, the bloody traffic. Hang on, that's me finished that now. Most real podcasts would edit that out. I feel you and I, we know each other. We know each other too well, intimately. And you'll learn a bit more if you go to onlyfans.com/awkward daddy. Um, and again, if that's a real OnlyFans, it's purely coincidental. That money was just resting in my account. Now, you were my middle school crush. What is middle school? I am not American, so I think you've mixed me up with another person, man, human, who went bald at an early age. But no, middle school. I didn't go to middle school. I went to primary school. I went to secondary school. I went to a pretend college. I say I went. I was registered there. Not that I'm on a register. I was registered with that college. Um, right. Okay. Can't even say registered anymore. Okay. Couple more. I never got vaxxed. That's fine. It's your body. I couldn't give a bollocks. You know what I mean? My opinion on that means nothing. Your body, your business. I did. And that's my business. It's a bit like Leo. Okay, this is going to be weird. Leo Varadkar was talking today saying um, he wished to be fewer abortions. And it's kind of like, well, of course, no one wants an abortion. No one wants it to happen. It's not like going for a bag of chips. It's, but again, people need to understand your vagina is your business, not mine. So anyone else's opinion doesn't matter. But like he was all behind, pardon the pun. Oh, that's terrible, Keegan. Bad. Edit that out. But he's all repeal all that sort of stuff for votes. Now he's trying to crawl back to the middle to get all the old people votes by saying, "Oh, we should have fewer abortion." Bill Burr has a great bit on it. He I'm paraphrasing because he is a genius, but he basically says he agrees that your body, your choice, but it's also balancing that up with you're killing babies. You know what I mean? This is the world we live in. No one would ever, no normal person would want to make that choice for you or take the choice away from you. We all know what it is. Let's let's move on. I don't know how I got from crush in middle school. Was it crush in middle? No, never got vaxxed to abortions, but I apologize. I'll never try and do segues again. Oh Jesus, you now know where I am. Okay, I I only tap on these links for you. Is that some sort of filthy code? Right, I'm going to turn that off. That GPS, that's hurting my head. And if you can't hear it, I'm having a weird episode here in the car. So yeah, they're the confessions. Now listen, I was expecting more. I don't. I'm trying to think. Well, I can't tell you my confessions because they're coming from me, so I can't do it. It's a bit like a friend of mine told me. We all know what that means. Um, so today I have nothing to confess. But if you do have something to confess, do let me know. Um, I'm trying to think what else I can do. Oh yeah, actually, if you head over to kegolaughs.com, I've been uploading some hump day hot takes. Some are good, some are bad. Clips from gigs to let you know what I actually talk about and to see if you'd be interested in popping along and checking out a gig. I'm in Dundalk on Friday and then off to Ibiza for 2 weeks. The Famba Lamba Lamb, we're going on holiday, so I've been doing a lot of sit-ups because I'm going to be in a Speedo. I'll be wearing it now. It's not going to be someone else's Speedo I'm getting into. Although I'm not ruling that out. I'm just saying I I'll be wearing I'll be wearing one. What happens after that, I'm not too sure. I might actually do a podcast from sunny Ibiza. It's not the party side. Like I'm not bringing my children to what's that weird sex club that used to be on. They used to show it on TV at Euro Trash and all that sort of the good old days. Oh my god! Do you remember? Here, were you old enough to remember? Right, that after 10 o'clock on a Friday, TV was deadly. Channel 4 would have like the red light zone and it would be all sorts of filth. And you'd just be sitting there hoping no one walked in on you because we only had one telly. You know yourselves. But those, the good old days where there was just a little bit of porn on the telly, just enough to help you kind of nod off to sleep. Um, Actually, it does correspond with my eyesight diminishing at prodiginess really fast. So yeah, I'm actually going to run for our office, and my platform is going to be bring back Friday night porn. I feel Ireland needs that. I think we could all, you know, husbands and wives, parents, could sit there together and watch Eurotrash. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. But yeah, KegoLaughs.com. It's linked to the YouTube and all that sort of stuff. Let me know what you think. I'm always looking for feedback, constructive or destructive. I don't mind. I'm a big boy, as you'll find out if you subscribe to my OnlyFans. Um, I keep saying that, you know what I mean? I keep saying that so much that you're going to Google it. And if it is real, then you're going to ask me, is it really me? The answer is probably not, by the way. My secret internet identity is a secret for a reason. The fastest man on two legs.com. That is the name of my website. Or it isn't. But yes, in Dundalk on Friday, out to Ibiza, then the following Wednesday for 2 weeks, no work, which will be great. I will. Oh yeah, what I was going to say was, it's all inclusive, right? So I basically plan on being 3/4 drunk for the entire 2 weeks, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'll be talking. I'll talk to you next week before we go. But those are the plans, really. And then Belfast, Birmingham, Liverpool, London, all that sort of stuff coming up, and then back out to Stitches in August in town for a few shows. So it's going to be great fun. But most importantly, as always, I hope you're all well. I hope you're happy. I hope. What day is today? I hope this is the best Tuesday of the year so far. I hope your Wednesday is even better. And as we said earlier, and as is said in a traditional Irish toast, may your penis always look at the sky, and may your vagina always be a welcoming bosom, and may your bottom always be a resting post for a bike. Happy Tuesday.